Hello again, and welcome back to my Let's Play Fellowship series featuring Ardeos. Just queued into a Wraithtide Vault, which is the capstone dungeon for the Champion League. Quick look at my gear for those who are interested in such things. Have already completed this. Just did 2 runs. First one was painful. Second one was much better. And yeah, be trying to give my, I guess, thoughts on this place so far. Early here, I think these scallywags, they can leap on you if you're far away, so you kind of want to stay close to them. There was a witch in this pack. She casts this ability called Sunken Gale that shoots a tornado towards someone, so interrupting that is a good idea. These cannoneers are, I think, really what we want to focus on in this dungeon. That ability, Shackle Blast. It will shackle whoever it winds up targeting. Which basically change the person in place, and it gives an HP bar to the shackle that people need to DPS it out of, and it just happens to overlap with a lot of abilities that can potentially kill you. Well, I tried to stop that, but I'm not sure why it didn't work.
Give me everything you've got.
Okay, and I was late on that. But yeah, the tornadoes get off. If they get off, you just dodge them. But the shackle ability overlaps with a lot of potential AoEs and stuff, so you really want to try and stop that, in my opinion. These two things, these big brutes, they cleave and they have this frontal there, Rupture Earth. So you really want, and their cleave range seems very wide, so you really want to stay away from them. And then get out of the frontal. They do it. This boss summons some ads. You want to kill the ads when they do it. That's a frontal. Periodically. Okay, these are soaks. You want to soak them. They don't do too much damage. Okay, here come the troops, I guess. Oh, this guy cleaves, dude. You want to stay away from him, for sure. And the witch here will still cast her ability. When he casts High Tide here, you want to click this anchor really quick. It's not, you don't have too long to do it, so you might want to blink in there or whatever. And then we're underwater. And you're trying to, you're chained together, and you're trying to avoid hitting these sharks because they do a lot of damage if they hit you. And you're also taking periodic damage, so I should have used a personal here for sure, but I didn't. Okay, and we want to get away from this guy immediately. Because, again, can I ult here? Looks like they've got the soaks. Okay, getting away from this guy so I don't get cleaved. Might have been better to wait until some of the ads are up to use my ult, but it's fine. Okay, high tide coming. Click the anchor. I'll go ahead and send stone here and use my personal since we're all going to take picking damage, try to get away from these sharks, try to do some damage, I guess. Watch your health, use personals, use whatever you need to use to do it. Get out of there because it's going to cleave. And this guy is basically donezo. Okay. Moving on. This bridge comes down, I guess, here. We'll go over it. Okay, the big cleaver in here. Don't want to pull this stuff on the side, I guess. Okay. What is over here? I mostly just see a witch, I guess. Okay, that's good. No cannoneers in here, so... Pick the Sunken Gale. I saw casting just there. And yeah, just nuking this stuff down. Dead. Get a campfire, great. I don't know my way around this place, or really any place, but yeah. Pick that, the Sunken Gale again. Ooh, Rupture, got hit. Bad. Cast time on that seems a little bit quick, so yeah, just get out of its way ASAP. Throw another fireball, I guess. Oh, just fell off the bridge there. Okay, a bunch of lashers. Okay. Not sure what all is in here, really. The rats do this channel, whatever that vermin thing was that we saw, where they summon more rats. So you'd like to stop that if you can, so that you get less ads to deal with. Alright, my ult's up. Guess we're hugging the walls here to not pull. Not super sure which the casters is on this, but there's one mob in here that does some kind of I'm gonna ult, I guess. There's a cleaver in there. This thing, Mindbender Barrage. You don't want that to get off. You can help it. Channels a bunch of, I think, group damage. Never a good thing, really. This other guy, the Greed Spawn Sentinel. He puts that little AoE circle down, and I think that it buffs the mobs in it, and also buffs your party, but might still be worth stopping, I guess, because, you know, all the enemies in there maybe get a better benefit than your party gets for keeping it up. So which one was it again? I think this pack might not even have a caster, but I'm not super sure. Well, it's got the Greed's Embrace thing, but that's not really that big of a deal. Okay. I guess I'll just build up some embers for the next pull. Looks like we're on the boss. This guy I think is probably pretty interesting and fun if you're a tank. But if you're not a tank, I don't necessarily feel like it's doing a whole lot. But these piles of treasure can spawn under you. I think you maybe kind of want to keep them a little bit close to the boss. The tank has this orb that it's moving around. Oh, okay, get hit by a tornado. I guess the big void puddles are tornadoes that it spawns. The little ones spawn piles of treasure that the tank is trying to roll the ball over. And you kind of want to avoid the ball. It does this eclipse thing here, which is just, you know, turning the whole screen all sorts of colors because it's channeling a bunch of damage onto your group. So you want to use a personal probably every time that's up. And then, yeah, basically the more treasure that the ball rolls over, the more damage that it does to the boss when the boss eventually absorbs it. And if you don't maybe absorb enough treasure, then the boss starts healing, which is not what you want. So, yeah. Okay, this is the Eclipse. I use my personal. These Sinstone 2. Just help my whole group stay healthy-ish. And yeah, I don't know, just kind of honestly on this fight as Ardeos, I mostly just feel like I kind of try to strafe around. Just strafe around, dropping piles of treasure, avoiding anything that spawns under my feet, and trying to stay out of the way of just these tornadoes, which is not too big of a deal. And, you know, use your personal when it does the Eclipse thing, and that's kind of it. Shouldn't have cast Engulfing Flames there. Alright, dead. Sure, on higher difficulties, that boss is probably more interesting, and as a tank, it seems like maybe it's a cool mechanic, but... Okay, Cannoneer in here. I don't know why I can't find it. Okay, there it is. This one. Gonna ult. Ooh, kick the Shackle Burst, and looked like I pulled aggro on a bunch of stuff, which killed me. So that's pretty unfortunate, but I don't really know. A little worried about finding my way back to the group. I don't know my way around this place at all, or most places. Hope I'm even going the right direction. Where are they? I don't see any marks. I don't know. I feel like this is maybe the wrong direction. Oh boy. Oh, this is trouble now. I feel like it's this one. Hug the wall. Here's the campfire. Yeah, over the flowers. Hug this wall. Okay, this was the guy, and then... Okay, up here. This is where we were. But a portal for me. Okay, they're over here. Bad run back there, but yeah, definitely one of my weaknesses in dungeons. Definitely hurt by the fact that these guys aren't using marks, which you can see through the walls to kind of see where your group is. I think it's always probably good to have those on, particularly on the tank. You're you're doing runs, particularly if you do runs with an idiot like me.
Praise and thunder.
I don't see any cannoneers in this pack, so... Ooh, I don't know what that thing is. That kind of hurt. Cannoneer. And the big cleaver. Pick that, and Fire Flash the Witch's ability. That's okay. Couldn't quite get that to not cast. They're saying left first here, which I think is just meaning that maybe they're wanting to, I don't know, just focus the left ad down first here, I guess. I don't know, this isn't going to be a good ult, but... We lost a DPS. Maybe I should have bursted harder on it, I don't know. Okay. Bad rotation by me and stuff. And then, yeah, this thing teleports around and creates a safe zone. If you're Ardeos, just, I don't know, pay attention to it, use blink on it. Spins around, summoning these little things, just dodge the lines. They kind of just fire out in all directions and then eventually explode. Probably going to teleport again here, I'd assume. At least once. Yeah. Alright. Not sure why the gate's up here, but maybe a good reason. I'll follow my group. I guess they're going left. I think it might matter what side you potentially clear trash on, which way you want to go, but you see these little beams on the ground. You want to dodge them when they spawn. And I'm trying to avoid these things. I don't really know what happens if I hit one. And now people get these puddles underneath them. That eventually turn into little puddles of acid or something that do damage to you, so you want to stay out of that. And then periodically the boss will send someone back to run the gauntlet, which doesn't seem like maybe that big of a deal, but it can pick, I think, your healer. So that's maybe not great. And if it does, maybe you just want to be aware to use your personals or something. And it's just dead, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. This group had high damage and just, I don't know, clean play. I mean, wow, we've got 10, 15 left. I don't think I played great at all. Little curious. Item level 197 there. Sure. Get a 195 weapon, not the one I'm looking for. 195 cape. Fast run. Fun run. I think I lost overall. I mean, I died. I missed a long run back or whatever. Also, I think that because our damage was high, packs were dying a little quick for Ardeos. But yeah, overall, there we go. Final boss. I guess I did okay. Don't know why. And yeah, that's the run. In any case, if you guys have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give a like and subscribe to the channel. It's a new channel. That would make a difference in whether I make more content for you or not. And also, there are, you know, some other videos on the channel, individual dungeon videos, longer sort of live play videos of me doing some dungeons and just kind of learning, hanging out, and playing the game. So check that out if you're interested, and I will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.